Hello everyone, my name is Philip Olaomi and I want to thank you for joining me today at Let's Talk About Worship. This is where we engage the scriptures to reveal God's mind about the subject of true and acceptable worship as recorded in John chapter 4 verse 23 to 24. And our goal is to be able to create a worship culture that is pleasing to the Father at all times. Today we want to talk about something new, breath exercises. So let us get right on. You may wonder why we did not start with breath exercises first. And of course, we do hear that, when you singing, it's all about breath. It's all about you singing from the diaphragm or sing from your stomach, or you can use breath support and breath control. And sometimes these things put so much fear in us. And sometimes we're even being told that if you don't breathe correctly, you can ruin your voice. This is a very big statement, really. But the thing is, if that is true, then that means kids would have to learn to breathe correctly before they learn to sing correctly. I believe that breathing is very helpful and important, and we can definitely improve the way that the way we breathe whenever we sing. And this is what we're about to do in this. This is our goal in this edition of breathing exercises, how we can improve our breath, how we can improve our voice as well. So let's talk about breath exercises and what it does. But before we talk about breath exercises, let's talk about the diaphragm. What is the diaphragm? The diaphragm is a big muscle. It's a big muscle and it separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. And being a muscle, you know that a muscle can only contract in one direction, like that, biceps, triceps. So the question is that when does the diaphragm contract? When does the diaphragm contract? You discover that the diaphragm contracts when we inhale. The diaphragm contracts when we inhale, not when we exhale. So the diaphragm contracts. If the diaphragm contracts when we inhale, then why then are we told to always sing from the diaphragm? Because it's impossible for you to sing when you are inhaling. Or if you want to try it out, you're breathing in, and at the same time you want to sing. It's impossible, because you and I know that sound comes out when we exhale. Sound comes out whenever we exhale. We were told also that this stomach stuff. We know that that you have to be able to sing from your. You have to be able to sing from your stomach. But muscle can only contract in one direction. But I want you to please know that many muscles, they have agonistic attributes, and agonistic muscles, they are a set of muscles which contract while others will relax. While some are contracting, the other ones are relaxing. And they are also referred to as antagonistic muscles, just in case it's being referred to maybe somewhere, or maybe that term is used somewhere. They are opposing muscles. So the relevance of antagonistic muscles to the diaphragm is that there are lots of them in the abdominal area. And when we hear sing from your stomach or sing from your diaphragm, it may be confusing, because these are antagonistic muscles. Why some are relaxing, some are relaxing, some are also contracting. And there are a lot of these statements out there, but really, what do they mean? So our goal, like I said, is to be able to engage the right muscles, and that has been our focus since we started talking about breath exercises, vocal exercises. We need to be able to engage the muscles that we need for what we need to do per time. And as you know, we've been discussing a lot about muscle isolation. So we need to be intentional about the muscle that we need to engage, depending on what we need to achieve. And if the abdominal muscles, if they are tensed, then we're going to be making it difficult for the diaphragm for the diaphragm to move. So, like I said earlier, our goal is to be able to learn how to relax our abdominal muscles on the inhale while we are inhaling, because that is when the muscles, that's when they contract when we inhale. So why is this? So that the diaphragm can do its job and contract downwards. That's our goal. But the good thing is that in every exercise that we've been doing, when we were talking about the vocal exercises, we have already been doing this. We've already been doing this from day one. You remember we encourage, moving around and releasing yourself, releasing yourself. We talked about rebounding. We talked about getting into that state of relaxation. You feel good about what you want to do, what you're singing. Why? Because this actually triggers the release of the nervous systems. It triggers that relaxation response from your nerves, from your muscles. And when your nerves are relaxed, when your muscles are relaxed, it helps with breathing as against being tensed off or stiffening up the muscles. So in all the lessons that we've done, we have dealt with a whole lot of this from the beginning. There are this is going to help you in the songs that you sing when you are releasing sound. Instead of, there are just some principles that we've been given that when you want to sing, you have to stand up straight, you have to put one foot forward, your shoulders back, and you have to maintain a very good posture. This creates rigidity. It creates rigidity for most people. And for the people that have already adopted this, especially when they put in that fear that, if you don't maintain this posture, if you don't position yourself properly, that you will not sound good, or you have the probability of damaging your voice. All of this creates rigidity, and it also creates restricted breathing patterns. So when we are singing, we need to be able to, move around. We need to be able to allow the diaphragm to be able to do its job, while we breathe better and produce better sound as well. But that this does not really mean that we cannot improve from where we are. Every whatever your level is, there is still room for growth, and that is what we're going to be doing in our next sessions on breathing. Yeah, so please follow us. Please, thank you for joining me this week. Don't forget to my channel, Philip Olaomi Music, on YouTube and also on Facebook as well. Philip Olaomi on Instagram and Twitter. And let's like this video, share this video with others, and let them be impacted just the way you are. And I want to thank you for joining me this week. The Lord bless you. See you next week. Amen.